Hey, what's up YouTube? This is a quick a review and a criticism. There's not much to criticize. This is the McFarlane Spider-Man. Some people refer to it as the J. Campbell Scott, I think, because nobody really knows the design, who it's really supposed to be portrayed after. Basically, the colors look like the Campbell Scott. The eyes resemble McFarlane. But I remember some Toy Biz guys were interviewed, and it's not really the McFarlane, but this would be referred to as McFarlane because of the eyes. But that wasn't the inspiration behind it. But with the rash of Spider-Man figures, which I've reviewed one of them, and the one from the Hobgoblin wave came out in 2015. That figure was such a disappointment. Now I must own, like, I would say 15 McFarlanes, be it the black or the blues. Basically they came with another version of this that's black, basically. Instead of the blue, it's black. That one's by Hasbro, came out in 2010, I think. But basically all this McFarlane style, this body type, the slender body, they've all shot up. I think this has been used 3 times. This superposable Spider-Man, it also came out in something called the Fearsome Foes box set, which had this body but a different head sculpt. And the third time it was used was the re-release in 2010, where Hasbro just changed the blue to the black. I have one close by. Hold on. Oh, fell down. This here is the black one. I had it laying around. I was actually doing some customs. I could have so many. Just might as well have fun with them, Actually putting new feet in there, giving it an extreme ankle pivot. Yeah, when you have these figures and you have these much, you can do what you want, Even though these are probably worth, I would say, well, I see these figures go for easily over 100. It's what collectors want. The McFarlane, well, even though it's the most sought after Spider-Man figure, it does pop up pretty often. Now, the ones I see that I really like the best are these. These are the Snapshot Spidey. They also have a one called Sinister 6, which is this one. This one came in a box set. Now, the reason I'm showing these two together, they basically have the same body. Slight alterations on this one. The Snapshot is actually my favorite, The blues are really nice, and I like the head sculpt a whole lot better than this one. But this one has an incredible paint job. We'll get to that at a later date. Sort it out. I'm just talking about the McFarlane right now. So collectors are always after this one. It's the one from the 90s, the one that everybody loves the best, because a lot of 90s kids have grown up and they have memories of Spider-Man in the comics, and this is the one that everybody goes after. This is everybody's quote-unquote default Spider-Man. Like I said, I like the Snapshot a lot. Also like the super strength. I'll show it later. I actually did a review on it, so hopefully you guys can watch that. But if not, hey, whatever. I'll do it again gladly. So what makes this Spider-Man special? Why does everybody want it? And is it worth the $100? Right off the bat, it's not worth $100. It's $100, guys. Spend it something else. If you want to get one, it's definitely great to have. And again, it's probably the best Spider-Man. They can toss it between a couple others, but nothing from Hasbro really touches the old stuff. Now, just to get the criticism out of the way, because it isn't that much, it's just that over the years the joints have become really weak, and it does lack a real great ankle joint. I'll show you. See, the legs are really floppy. It doesn't really hold that well. It's just age. Oh, and the ab joint's starting to go. See that? So these figures really You know, they're not. I'm not gonna say not built to last, but they do wear and tear away pretty easily. You know, and the blues usually fade from the buttocks area. It's where people pick it up at. So high friction occurs there, and here with the ab joint, you know, people crunch a lot. So and the paint kind of rubs off there also. So that's some of the criticisms. I would say, like, only criticism is that it may not be built to last. Also, these joints, they have armpit joints here. If you can see right there, it's really tight, you know, very, very tight. So a lot of times you have to heat up hot water and hope the figure doesn't break. So those are the only criticisms of the figure. Oh, obviously the paint here style wear also just one of those things over the years. But like I said, I have like 10 of these things, and yeah, it's like, doesn't bother me, you know. I like doing repaints, to be honest. I have 10. I like doing repaints on them, you know, like changing the blues up a little bit, you know, maybe darkening up the webbings. But yeah, you know, I like experimenting with things. So now that I got through the criticism, there's no other criticism I can really give. The ankle joints, maybe it's like that. It doesn't have that much movement. See, so there's no like extreme ankle pivot. You want to nitpick? There's no extreme ankle pivot. You know, articulation. You know, look straight up. Look at that. Straight down. We have him back there looking at him. Arm doesn't go. What's the proper word? Perpendicular or parallel, or it just doesn't go flush or straight. So it does have a slightly limited range. For those who don't have one, it's not perfect, as you can see, you know. And like I said, it has this great armpit joint, you know. So it's great, but it's really tight, you know. So, you know, it gives you real humanistic movements, especially great for Spider-Man, posing him. The head, as we know, goes up and down. I like the fact they can look different directions. It's really nice, man. Like, they did such a great job. I can't stop really bragging about it. And it has a great ab crunch. Look at that ab crunch. It's a really nice ab crunch. You know, and look how far back it goes. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at that. That's a great ab crunch. So right now, it has one of the best ab crunches found in the figure. Has a really nice armpit joint. So those are some of the reasons right there why it's so sought after. Upper arm movement. It does go 360 around, if you're wondering. It is double jointed, as double jointed as you can get. Look at that. Hi guys. He does have an upper like glove rotation where it makes sense. A lot of times, you know, when companies do rotations, they're so cheap, right, that they won't take time to sculpt the glove where actually the glove begins and the costume ends. They'll actually put it in a place that makes no sense. But good job by Toy Biz for doing the right things. And has really nice long fingers to give the pose. Let me do it. Each one's articulated, which you don't see anymore. The reason that Hasbro doesn't do it because they're cheap, right? And they think fans don't want it. No, they do know fans want it. They just won't give it to you because they figured by removing these joints, they can save them a few pennies. So after they make 1,000 figures, they can make a whole new one by saving those pennies. So that's why we don't have finger joints anymore, guys. Does not suck. It does have this. No, which is really interesting. It's actually cut in like a V. See, it's not cut straight across, it's cut like a V, which is really natural. Look at it, see it? So it kind of like goes into the waist. Really nice. Really, really nice. Now, the legs kick out really far. Look at that. Goes far back as you want. Because of that ball. These balls joints, yes, it's balls. The thigh ball joints work so much better than what Hasbro is giving us right now. Fans point towards aesthetics. You know, Toy Biz tried those joints, didn't do as well as Hasbro is doing right now. The square hip joints, the round hip joints, they work a lot better because they allow more movement, more flexibility, and plus you can line things up. See if there's a red line here, you can like twist the ball joint, try to line up. So that's why the ball joints are so much better. But what can you do? The time has passed on us. Fans start saying something, but they won't. And there we go. Double needs. Look at that. Incredible. And upper rotation goes up and down ankle, but barely. There's something there, but barely anything. Nothing that'll benefit you really. So all in all, this is why people want this figure, because it's highly articulated. Plus, people really like the sculpt, and I agree, the sculpt is very nice. You know, I view it like this. This is like a skinny Spider-Man. When he first begins, he's really skinny and lanky. And when he puts on muscles, I figured he looks like the Snapshot Spidey, you know. So as a 20-year-old guy, he looks like this. You know, slightly muscular in his prime. And in his 30s, a more battle-weary Spider-Man would be the super strength Spider-Man. That's how I view things. You know, so this is my top three Spider-Man. I like this one the best. You know, it's like the battle-weary. You know, like he's been around the block. He's 30-something. So I like this Spider-Man the best though. But Venom's gonna, you know, destroy him right now. So anyway, guys, hope you liked the quick overview of and criticism of the Spider-Man figure. The McFarlane Spider-Man is known as superposable Spider-Man J. Campbell Scott. Yeah, so please subscribe, share, save, whatever you guys usually do. I'll put some photos up and I'll do more reviews, and eventually I'll do a comparison of the new Spider-Man. This is a show you guys who don't have both the problems and advantages of each. That'll be on a later video. Alright guys, so take care, bye.